Good morning, everyone. It's Rick, and we are back on Sisters Creek. It's a beautiful Saturday morning, and today Josh and I are going to fish the west side of the creek. We've normally been fishing the last few times on the west side, but today we're going to give it a shot over on the west side and see what we get. Normally pretty productive over here as well, so haven't fished in a while, so we're going to get out there and see what we catch. So we'll catch you out there. See a lot of fish activity right here, but they're not taking anything. Yeah, see all the activity on top of the water? And you see all the activity on top of the water? Just nothing.
I found a nice cove, nice flat cove.
Oh man. Damn it.
I found a nice flat cove and there was a ton of redfish in there. Just you could see them moving everywhere. They kept breaking the water. I'm like, what the hell? And but they were like in a cove, not nearly this big. And they were kind of just like circling it, so I'm sure they were chasing a school. And I just never could quite get them. Every time I went to where they were, they hit my top stuff a couple times.
Oh man, I just spooked a big fish right here. Oh shit, this thing's huge. So, it's been about 30 minutes since I got stuck here in the mud. The tide is supposed to be low, dead low tide here in probably about another 30 minutes or so. So, I was coming around the corner, started getting shallow, so I pulled up my drive so I could paddle a little quicker, but unfortunately I chose the wrong path, and I ended up going through the shallowest part, and it got so shallow that I finally got stuck. And like I said, I've got probably 100 yards behind me. I got water deep enough to float in, and about 150 yards in front of me, I got water deep enough to float in. I'll just kind of show you, just to spin around. There we go. You can see I am, high grounded. So I wish I could tell you that I could step out into this mud and pull my kayak along, but no, can't do that. It's the mud is, as a lot of viewers probably know, that fish in this area, the mud is pretty darn deep, so it goes up over the top of my high boots if I was to put my full weight on it. So I guess I'm stuck here for probably about an hour and a half, maybe 2 at the most. The sad thing is I'm so far away from any water that I can fish that I guess it's a good time to catch up on emails, Facebook, and play a little Candy Crush or something. So I'll figure it out. I'll let you know once I get started again. We'll see what happens. So until then, I'm out. Alright, it's been about an hour, and the water is flowing back in again. Let me show it to you real quick. Okay, flowing real nice. Hopefully I'll be out of here in the next 30 minutes or so. Up there ahead of me, just in the deeper water, I've been watching a redfish swimming around up there, seeing its back as it's foraging for food. So hopefully I can snag that thing once it gets deep enough for me to break free from this water. So we'll be back with you. Hopefully in the next 30 minutes or so, I'll be floating and moving out from here and making my way towards deeper water. Definitely a learning curve. When you're fishing a unfamiliar location, and it's the tide's going out, it's a bad time to figure out that you're in the shallowest part of the creek. So it wasn't too bad. Only wasted an hour and a half still watching that thing move over there. So hopefully there'll be a reward in the end of this thing. See you in about an hour, maybe less. Oh, man. You see that? Busted my line. Damn it. Still there. Might catch another Ned. Bust my line yet. Got something. Let's see. Redfish. Finally got a fish right at the end. We're pulling into the dock. Nice little redfish with a beautiful blue tail on him. Not even measuring him, but here you go. Nice one. So we are back at the docks at Sister Creek here, and I caught that redfish. Oh, got another bite right there. Caught the redfish right where the docks are before we head into the ramps. So, been an interesting day to say the least. You saw where I got beached for about an hour and a half. Sat there and watched the redfish tease me. Well, I watched them tail and everything else while the water was rushing back in. And I'm not sure if the footage got it or not, but I sight fished one of them finally when I got free and was able to get a little closer to him. I threw everything at them. There were redfish like everywhere all day. I threw pretty much everything I got at them. Different colors, this and that. Tried the Ned, 2 different colors on the salty Ned. Didn't like anything. So finally I just switched over to the Z-Man white paddle tail and threw it at one of the redfish that I was watching tail, and he took it. And the darn thing, like as soon as I had him on, he broke my leader. It was that quick. So never had another chance to end the rest. The water come in. They were moving up into the shallow water, and I wasn't going to chase them any further back. It was getting late in the day, so it was time to head on back to the dock. So interesting day for sure. We'll see if we can catch anything else before we actually hit the docks. I don't think Josh has caught anything either. He's got a few strikes. He talked to some other fishermen that were actually having some luck. For some reason they were throwing artificials as well, but they had a little better luck than the 2 of us did today. So I will call it a day. So if you get a chance, get out there on the water, do some fishing, do a lot of catching if you can. But if you can't, just have a good time, be safe, and Rick out. Another fish on. Probably another redfish. No, flounder. Holy cow. Didn't catch a flounder last time out. Got one this time. So, see if we can get him up to the boat. Get him in, get him released. Flounder season is closed. So, Josh, get up here and catch some fish, man. Are you there? There you go. All right, got about a 10, 11 inch flounder. So they are here. My